All right, I'm doing some things differently today. Number one, it's a snow day, well, actually a cold weather day. So I'm home with my kids today. So I'm going to try this with a mic on and see how it works. Hoping the mic cuts out a lot of the background noise. I'll be up and out a lot. Doing a few things differently on this flight. This is the fifth leg. We're going from Casper, Wyoming to North Platte, Nebraska. Should be about a 2-hour, 18-minute flight at 7,500 feet. I'm not using Visual XP anymore. I'm just using the Lewis script RXP visual enhancement. So no more Visual XP. It was just, I was getting a funny atmosphere with it. I don't know if it was how it was working with the ortho, maybe. But I like using ortho too. So I'm also getting the tablet off of the yoke and putting it over to the side. So I'm gonna try it that way. And for my chatter today, instead of say intentions, I'll be using say intentions ATC. But for the chatter, I'm going to be using XATC instead for a little more variety in chatter. So here we go. All right, start her up. Thousand RPMs. What's going on here? All right, get my ATIS right off the bat. Program it all in first. What am I doing here? Also trying a view a little farther back, try to get the whole view of the full cockpit in, at least from the peripheral standpoint. All right, we are flying VFR today as well, to mention that. So let's load the flight plan before anything. All right, flight plan is loaded. Okay, get our comms. So ATIS is on 126.15. That's on COM 2. That sounds like say intentions may not be working. Oh, it is. It's coming through my headphone. So I'm going to pump this out of the main speaker so you can hear that. Oh.
Casper, Natrona County International Airport. Information Kilo 1553 Zulu. Wind 285 at 9er. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, clear. Temperature -8. Dew point -13. Altimeter 3023. Density altitude 3500 feet. Arriving and departing runway 21 advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Kilo.
It's Kilo.
Casper, Natrona County International Airport. Information Kilo.
Okay, got our ATIS. So we just need, let me see here, Casper. Clearance is 121.9 tower. We go to clearance 121.9. Clearance. Casper clearance, Skyhawk 5385 Juliet, VFR to the east with Kilo. I'll clean this up.
Skyhawk 5385 Juliet, Casper, Natrona County International Airport, ground runway 21, taxi via Alpha. Advise when ready for departure.
What? Say again, last transmission, 85 Juliet.
85 Juliet, Casper Natrona ground, runway 21, taxi via Alpha. Advise when ready for departure.
Runway 21 via Alpha, advise when ready for departure, 85 Juliet. Oh, sorry. You hear what he said. All right, runway 21. So I am down here. I kind of like having the tablet out of the way and that charging cord out of the way as well. So I'm going to try it off the yoke for a little bit. All right, 2-1 via Alpha. Let's get my heading bug right. 2-3. Yeah, we're good. Okay. First heading will be 27 degrees. We're going more north than east. Oh well. Okay. Ground is on 121.9. Tower is 118.3. All right, I'm clear to taxi, so I'm going to go. Squawking VFR. Trim wheel is set. We have our fuel. 217 pounds of fuel on board. One passenger, one pilot. 60 pounds of stuff. Taxi light is on. Shut the nav light off. We don't need that. Okay. Good guard on COM 2. Our manager's been crapping out a lot lately. There we go. A lot of the gauges on my air manager on the touchscreen just stopped working. The whole panel freezes up. Here's Alpha. Oil temps in the green. Lean the mixture up a little bit for taxi. So our first waypoint is VOR DDY. 6. No, we got to go down more. Wrong turn. I thought that was the taxiway. My mistake. Not my airport. Sorry. So irresponsible. Familiarization with the airport, or lack thereof, is not an excuse. But nobody will get hurt. Oh wait, you know what I gotta do is I gotta turn traffic global back on. What's up, little buddy? Change it? Okay. Park it right here for a second. I gotta go change his show. He wants to watch something else. Be right back. What do you want, buddy? You want something else? What that? There you go, buddy. What's that? Okay. And while I'm parked here, I'm going to fire up Traffic Global. There we go. Continue taxiing down Alpha to runway 21. No idea how this mic is going to sound either. I've never really tested this out. Let's see. Oh, I never requested flight following. Casper Ground could actually request flight following to North Platte, Nebraska, 5385 Juliet at 7,500 feet.
85 Juliet, on departure, maintain VFR at or below 7500 feet, departure on 120.65 squawk 4737.
65. Maintain VFR at or below 7,500. Departure frequency is 120.65 squawk 4737 85 Juliet.
85 Juliet, read back correct.
7,2065. Oops. Okay. Picked up flight following. Casper Ground, Skyhawk 5385 Juliet is holding short runway 21, ready for departure.
85 Juliet, contact tower on 118.3 for departure clearance.
Over to the tower. Have a good day. 85 Juliet. I know. You told me to let you know, so let you know. All right, 118.3. Good to go. Check it. Oh, no, we're not good to go. Gotta readjust my gyro. Heading 302. Okay. Else looks good. Everything's in the green. All right, we're good. Casper Tower, Skyhawk 5385 Juliet is holding short 21, ready for departure.
Skyhawk 5385 Juliet, Casper, Natrona County International Airport Tower, runway 21 with 280 at Niner, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 85 Juliet. Goodbye, Casper. Goodbye, Wyoming. On to the Midwest. My airspeed indicator's not working. Air manager again. There we go. I have no idea how fast I'm going. 65. The whole panel's froze. Shut it off, try again. Right there on takeoff. Awesome. You know how high I am right now. Altimeter's not working. Airspeed indicator's not working. Heading indicators, there we go. 70 knots. Thank you. Okay. Still don't have my altitude, but airspace. The whole thing's not working. There we go. Jeez. 6,000. I mean, I had it working right before takeoff, and then it just shuts down like that. I don't understand what it's conflicting with. It's got to be the ortho. Turn. Right. So we're going to depart the pattern here. So DDY is 116.2. Should have had that punched in before I left. 15 miles from our first waypoint. And I'd like to, it doesn't really matter what heading I hit it on, so I'm just going to get away from this airspace. So I told them I'm leaving to the east, but I am leaving to the west right now, so I just want to get around this airport. I'm going to make a left, go over the town. Still in their airspace, but it's okay.
Fremont 618 on the Bucker heading 245, runway 27 left, clear for takeoff. Heading 245, 27 left, clear for takeoff. Fremont 618.
Just going to circle around the airport to the left, come in over Casper, which is all of this over here. This is Vista West, and Bar None. Handrat, Evansville. That's where I am. Who knows? Very isolated town. Pretty cool. Check the timer now. 15 degrees. Watch. So we'll go keto heat. Keep climbing. I also have no idea how long these microphones last for. So I do have a backup charge just in case. Right. Almost at altitude. Um, 100 feet to go. So let's read my mixture here. Pull back the throttle. Level it off. Okay. That's nice and trimmed. and proceed direct to the VOR. So, heading with 12 degrees. Proceed on this heading for about 7.5 minutes. We'll hit the VOR, 12 miles. And then from there, we're actually going to proceed southeast. So right now we're going northeast to hit the VOR, and then we're going to go southeast. Reason being is we want to avoid some of these high peaks back here. So I just want to get some distance from the mountains and stay at this comfortable cruising altitude of 7,500 feet. I hope my sipping and eyeing isn't too loud for the microphone either.
Project 1165 from where you said water point. Water point is the left.
'Em out of the airspace. So they'll probably hand me off to or Salt Lake, I'm guessing, Salt Lake Center. We'll see.
Eight-five Juliet, contact departure.
Over to departure, 85 Juliet. Casper departure, Skyhawk 5385 Juliet is with you at 7,500.
Skyhawk 5385 Juliet, Casper approach, radar contact.
So I don't understand this airspace thing out here. Like, it's a class Delta. I guess some Deltas just have departures. I thought that was reserved approach and departure. I thought that was reserved more for class Charlies. But with Deltas, all you need to do is establish contact with the tower upon approach and the ground when you depart. I don't know.
Skyhawk 5385 Juliet, Casper approach, contact Denver Center on 133.675.
Over to Denver Center on 133.675. 85 Juliet. Have a good morning. Good morning. Denver Center, Skyhawk 5385 Juliet is with you at 7,500.
Skyhawk 5385 Juliet, Denver Center. Good morning, Casper altimeter 30.23.
Casper altimeter 3023, 85 Juliet. Flying over Interstate 25 right now. Following it north. Fuel flow is good. Fuel's good. Oil temp is good. Pressure's good. Suction's good. Battery's good. All good. Temperature is not good. 14 degrees. It's actually colder where I live right now. That's why we don't have school. It's a cold weather day. Wind chill of like 20 below zero here in Rochester. It's a certain number. School's closed. A lot of kids walk to school. So there's not much to do today. It's too cold to get out. Kids are entertaining themselves, and so am I. There's 25.
United 1277, contact center on 128.6.
About to hit our VOR, 2 miles. Brake right. Following an IFR flight path, just in case we run into some low-hanging clouds. I don't think we're going to, but
1243, make it 300 knots, and I believe the speed on the arrival. 300 knots, delay to 1243, go back.
we are using active sky, and we know how abruptly active sky can change. So it could look like this, and then a mile in front of me, I could be stuck in a blizzard. I decreased my download frequency on that to see if that helps. Interval frequency. So VOR. Braking right, so now at degrees. Next VOR is picture 115.75. $52 miles. Long flight. So 2 hours, probably about 2 hours, 18 minutes. Only about 10 minutes in. So another 2+ hours to go here. I will no doubt be stepping away multiple times throughout this flight because my kids will be needing me for things undoubtedly, as they always do.
Southwest 9011, contact center 126.776. 2677, Southwest 9011.
Turn my taxi light off. I'll leave my strobe on. My son's preschool was closed, and so was my daughter's kindergarten.
Good evening, 1277 out of 340, hold on to 36240. Canada 1277, I'm going to send you the whole line, stepping stage 1, 2000, Charles Bound Center, Canada.
Sorry, airspeed looking. 132 ground speed, that's good. Take that. So yeah, we're going to North Platte, Nebraska. Small town tour of America continues. Notice how I didn't go to Salt Lake City or Denver or Vegas. I've seen all those places many times. So I like the smaller town. Yeah. Not that there's a lot of big towns out here west of Mississippi until you get to the coast. A few cities. Yeah, so this one, we're going to get to North Platte, Nebraska after this flight. We'll be about halfway there. Figuring a 10-leg flight sounded about right. Or 10-leg trip, I should say. Looks like by the map we're maybe going to be close to halfway there. I mean, we're definitely, we're not west. We're in the Midwest. So once we finish this flight.
Public speeds at Jack, American Airport. American 480, contacted reverse 124.7. Okay, 1247, American 480, have a descent.
Then after that, we're going to hit the Scotts Bluff VOR on 112.16. So I'll get that ready now.
American 1243, contact.
I also want to get my ATIS in for my arrival. So 118, 425. It's ready. Looks like I'll be flying into a Unicom. They do have a clearance and an ILS even. Oh, Cessna clearance. Okay. I'll call. No, I'll call their. I'll just Unicom it. It's definitely. I don't need to. There's no radio contact necessary. I'll hit the ILS. Practice that finally. Since they wouldn't let me do it on my last flight.
United 1277, I think we had changed it correctly. We're with you. United 1277, Roger, thank you.
I gotta clean this up.
Jack 1277, center across India to maintain 2000, Palo Alto, 296.
Yeah, 12000.
Right, 2680, transfer 126.77.
2677.
Yeah, it's Class Echo. Start to look at the airport now. Alright, so all the parking is in one spot. It's all to the northwest side of the airport. Looks like if I hit the smaller runway, taxiing will be a little bit easier. I won't have to cross the runway. Oh no, that's not true. Maybe the back route too. I'll just pick my runway based on the wind. See if I can look at the weather right now there. Wind is 330, 13, gusting to 25. Okay. So I definitely want to hit a northern runway. So I'm going to go for runway 35, definitely. I don't want that 25 knot crosswind. I'll fly as close into it as I can.
Good evening, Center. UCF 921 staff.
Runway 35.
UCF 921, center roger. Oh, 43, connect, so go to 124.35.
2435 American 1240.
I'll check that weather again in a few hours. But as of right now, runway 35. That's where I'm going.
Five to seven, getting approach at 125.3.
I'm gonna go check on my kids really quick. Center, Skyhawk 5385 Juliet. I got to step away from the comms for about 3 minutes. We'll return shortly. 85 Juliet.
Juliet, acknowledge you will maintain monitoring.
That's good.
Alaska 1257 is that house description, maintain level 300.
Description is flight level 300, Alaska 12. Good evening, thanks, 1215, 3 past 11, 1 down. Thanks, 1215, Center Roger, which is speaking of air time. 345. Thanks, 1215, Roger, for now maintaining 30, not keep bus traffic, if I maintain final 230. Alright, 300 on the dot, and I'm at 330, about 15. Good afternoon, UPS 913, 10 pounds, 700 climbing 13 pounds. UPS 913, Center Roger. This one, let's set up from Walmart to District 60. Answer, Walmart, direct Kansas City, Red Eye. National 1545, timing is 230. Nearby 230, actually. United 1916, connect on Floyd 124.35. 435 1960.
Cessna 21, Casper 126.77.
126.77, UPS 921.
Kids are good. To change a diaper, get a drink for somebody, and for myself. Denver Center, Skyhawk 5385, Juliet's back with you.
Hey, 5 Juliet, welcome back.
Excuse me.
Thanks, 1215, go to 727.52.
Last time I played some music, I was listening to music on a YouTube channel, and I got flagged for copyright. Couldn't believe it. So I don't even want to hum a song right now. Shouldn't even let you see this red can of soft drink I'm drinking for my 40 subscribers. Okay. I understand copyright infringement. People listening to things through a channel, like literally never going to make a nickel off of this channel. Or what I really want, it's just a hobby. So I can't play music in the background. I don't even know if you're going to hear me on this actually, because I never really tested this mic out. So I could just be talking to myself. Serious watching today. I love this time of day. Flying into the sun. It's very bright.
Center, good evening. Center Control 22 is with you past at 14.5 high rise is due to.
Thanks, 1222, Center.
About to hit a little town called Glendo on the right. The closest thing to a town at least out here. Looks like it's by that waterway out there.
Traffic 884, 56, maintain 12000, San Diego, Austin, there's 299.
We're actually over a town called Douglas right now.
Traffic 821, you can remember, direct delivery, number, I maintain 12000, your Austin, there is 297.
331, clear direct grammar, direct Juliet, quantity 1,000, up to 1399.
Now, after I get into Nebraska, where do I want to go from there? I have a lot of different options. I go the Midwestern route, hug the Great Lakes, which is not a good idea this time of year with lake effect snow, lake effect weather. So I think I might aim for St. Louis. Hit the Mississippi. Maybe fly down the Mississippi to the St. Louis area a little bit. And then bring it back up around like West Virginia, Kentucky, West Virginia. I don't need to fly through Ohio or Indiana. There's no offensive jam. It's just, I'm already going through Nebraska. It's so flat. A little bit of scenery. Although it's very easy to fly this through. Yeah, I think I'm going to go through Kentucky. So maybe St. Louis to Louisville, or even as far south as Nashville would be cool. No, I don't need to go that far. I'll go to Louisville. St. Louis to Louisville. From there,
Yeah, Frontier Play 1195, 255, sending 240.
Frontier 1195, LA Center, Roger, Quebec, Jack, Cross Jack, enemy,
Going through West Virginia.
Through
through the national, the 4th of Pennsylvania, and all that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's my route. Next major hub I'm going to after I get into Nebraska, I should say, will be St. Louis. And maybe Kansas City first. Yeah. Kansas City might be a little more realistic for my next shot.
Cover 31, finish approach on 125.3.
Go to the Bills game. Alright, where are we? Douglas. Flying over Douglas.
Frontier Play 1195 of this, direct Jack at 10,000.
1195, that's correct. Finish Jack, Cross Jack, enemy,
20. 25. That's going to be 20 because we're going east to west.
South of Rome, utility now.
25 would be going north to south.
How many of that are Joey Center Jack and Young Radar
25. That's what lines a lot.
6746.
And Squawk 6746, utility now. 980.
Just keeping an eye on my gauges, everything looks good. I'll tune into see if I can find like an ADF or Saber to tune into as well.
America 2491, 1000,
Second 2490, if in a Roger, time 230.
293. Well, Camp Guernsey, 280. Before closer.
4.35.
There we go. Picked up that one, Camp Guernsey. So that needle just points to the beacon. No distance measuring availability. You have no idea. Here we go again with Air Manager. The whole thing just reset. Crapped out. Does that screw up my stopwatch then? Sure it does. Yes, it does.
1654, consider 166.77.
10:14 a.m. local time. Little jolts in the battery.
Jack 42, finish from City, and maintain 2000, I'm to risk 296.
So that, I mean, Air Manager, the way it does that now, at least for me, I mean, this is very personal. I don't know if it happens to anybody else. It just sucks every time I'm using a stopwatch for my flights. It just freezes, the whole thing dies, resets, and then the stopwatch resets. I should just use a real one, I guess. All right, IIP, Britain Hipshire, VOR. Now we're gonna slight left to Poxy. Epoxy, which is 9.5 miles straight ahead. Just heading.
Thanks, all 22, ready to
Making good time.
Thanks, all 22, sitting on 126.77. 2677, FedEx 1292, get it.
Like, still looks good.
Right, 2490, should I sit around 1.95? 1.995.
There's no way this is going to be snowy all the way to Nebraska either, is it?
Seven 19, is there correct 60 cross 6, maintain 1 2000, sending on to the Natter. Cross 50, maintain 1 2000, Natter, just 19.
Some clouds just popped up.
719,
What does that mean for active sky? Oh no. A little off here. Just had to gain a little bit of altitude. I need to have this set to IFR load. I'm flying VFR.
10.6, climbing 4,000. 6,039, Roger, climbing 230. 230, FedEx 1292.
Canada 2546, 019, 2546, combination of 1250, you expect a short delay there across the traffic. This is kind of 250, and the register is less direct late or run in late. I like that here, but you can expect that connection to one year of skinny go right there.
Center Sky 5385 Juliet. Just got to step away for a minute. I will return shortly.
85 Juliet, acknowledge you will maintain monitoring.
exception has occurred, you're gonna continue north. Center Skyhawk 5385 Juliet has returned to the mic.
Juliet, welcome back.
The snow's already starting to thin out. Still over Wyoming.
Triple A, 922. Florida Center, Q2, good. We'll be checking CP a little bit higher, somewhere around 12,500. Florida Center, Q2, no problem. Contact operation 128.16. 28 miles. Have a good one. Casper 19, contact operation 124.35 tonight. So that 124.35 is a little bit better. FedEx Code 79, contact center 127.52. 27.52. UPS 923 heavy is 9,500 or 14,000. UPS 923 heavy, center contact inflatable 230. I'm maintaining 230, UPS 923.
I'm using real time, 10:23 a.m. local time, Wyoming. So Denver is directly to our south.
UPS 923, contact center
Way down.
127.5. 127.52, UPS 923.
Probably taking me about an hour and a half to get there.
American 1543,
Maybe an hour.
32, 240.
Yeah, hour and a half, close to an hour and a half. Right along the ridge of the Rockies down there. But I am officially clear of the Rockies, clear of the Sierras, clear of the desert. There wasn't much desert here. I don't see it. Northern Nevada. Oh, there's some. Let's go low. Have active sky on realism mode, so it really affects the direction of the aircraft and handling. Pushes it around a lot more. Okay, we're at 2,300 RPMs. Try to hold right there. Head and due east.
UPS 919 heavy out of 900,000, 4,000. UPS 919 heavy center contact inflatable 230. They'll maintain a 230 for UPS 919 heavy. Southwest 2094, contact center 126.77, correct? 2677, Southwest, okay.
It's kind of nice doing this during the day. I'm usually exhausted by the time I fly. More snow days.
UPS line 19, Cessna 127.52. 2752, UPS 919 today.
Yeah, snow is definitely thinning out further east I go here. That's kind of cool. I don't know what's providing the snow. I don't know if it is. Ooh, here's a messy ortho. Missed the square. I don't know. I have this plug-in X Airlines.
American 1543, National Bird Center 124.35.
I'm wondering if it's that or the ortho doing most of the work. I know it's not Visual XP because I'm not running that now. It feels brighter. When I was running Visual XP, everything was looking like the atmosphere it looked great, but it was really dark. Something was clashing. But I like this look. Like this looks almost like if when I fly locally, I look out my window and then I look at the computer on this setting. This is the one that has looked the most accurate in terms of the lighting. So I'm going to roll with this for a while. So you get things like this with the auto or the block missing. Some trees in this big field, big square field. So you get funny things like that with this auto ortho, but it's okay. I don't even love it, to be honest with you. I almost like just hit our next waypoint on the cacti. I'm not sure if I like it better with or without the ortho. At first, I loved it just because the mountains look so cool, but I don't know if it's affecting performance. Is it really necessary? The frame rate's pretty good though right now. Let's check. I'm getting like 45 right now. That's fine. The ortho's not hurting me.
Southwest 154, 24029, you're graded. Southwest 154, Center to St. Dia, the lucky one arrival, 781 2002, and 909, the Pendigo altimeter 2999. Alright, maintain that lucky arrival, 678 12,290, that was left Spark.
So the peripheral's pretty good. I'm wondering if I might pick the camera up a little bit. Oh no, not what? It's an active sky cloud coverage. Went from not a cloud in the sky to overcast.
Canada 2104 Center after
10 seconds. I love active sky, but I hate that. I'm wondering if I should just use the X-Plane default weather. It's more of a high level though. Yeah, that looks better because then the horizon doesn't look all fishbowl.
54, heading up 01, 70 short vectors for space, going to come back straight to Oscar and identify the special maintain 1 2000. I, this is maintain 1 2000, 3K 70, south of Over 1 letter, Yankee Center, maintain 28 knots for spacing, and be the lucky 1 710 10,000, and they go altimeter 2 999. Okay, slow to 280 and should be able to go on further, but the maintain 10,000 for now. How about 154, slow to 2709? 270 now, should be 154.
3 minutes from the waypoint cacti. On the BFF. It's going to be a little over 30 miles. 45.
Yeah, man, already 922, but it was 280.
Flight 932, your radar contact 38 miles now, 72.
BFF is Scotts Bluff. That's when I'll be in Nebraska. So cacti here is my last waypoint in Wyoming. So we're about to say goodbye to the West. Hello to the Midwest. About 10 minutes, I guess.
Southwest 1901, Present 280, cross the alarm level 240. Southwest 1901, center after Beaumont, descend via the Lucky 1, extend maintain 12000, send to altimeter 2999. 2999 after Beaumont, descend via the Lucky 1, extend maintain 12000. Southwest 1293, so coming up on 5000 on flight level 230. Southwest 1293, center ready.
Flying over route, looks like Interstate 85 right now. 85. That can't be the Interstate 85. That would be back east. So this is just Highway 55.
And 51 Southwest, so lovely floor.
You can see it off there, I think. Should be able to see what I can see pretty much at my eye level. Yeah, I'm going to raise it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Nice work. I guess the best solution instead of relying on the air manager's stopwatch would be just to know what time I depart. But for fun in that, I want to use this. All right, cacti, final waypoint in Wyoming. It's the border.
Juliet, contact Denver Center on 135.6.
Say again, last transmission. 85 Juliet.
85 Juliet, contact Denver Center on 135.6.
Over to Denver Center on 135.6, 85 Juliet. Denver Center, Skyhawk 5385 Juliet is with you at 7,500.
Skyhawk 5385 Juliet, Denver Center. Good morning, Torrington altimeter 30.21.
Torrington altimeter 3021. 85 Juliet, just so you know, I have to step away from the mic for 2 minutes. We're in Nebraska. We are in Nebraska. Goodbye, West.
Southwest 154, thanks, Air Health, Center, approach on 124.35, connect. 2435, connect. Southwest 1293, contact center 126.77. 2677, Southwest 1293, will see. Southwest 290, maintain 260 and slow to 260. You can actually 34 level, Plan 34 interrupters, the town mile altimeter 297. 297, plan. FedEx 1116, heavy with you 115 for 14,000. FedEx 1116, heavy, FedEx climate maintain, level 230. 230, flight 1116.
Delta 2546, Secretary, your request for a bill certification given to you by that center for 27.5. 2760, Delta 25, 46 tonight.
All right, get back to a little turbulence here. We are in Nebraska. Of course, the snow is pretty much gone.
Southwest 290, resume public speed at Jack. Public speed at Jack.
All right, tune into the Scotts Bluff, VOR. 4 miles.
United 2104, reduce to the public speed at
Yeah, we're making some headway. I'd say we're
24.35 today.
on the map. It looks like we're about halfway there. Yeah, give or take. Lost a little time on the departure, just circling the airport like I did on the departure.
24.35.
They released us to the southwest basically, and I had to depart to the northeast. I had to do a left pattern, and I had to give myself time to get around the airport. I don't know. Lost a little time there. Okay. Auto ortho's looking good. Visual enhancer's looking really good. I love that.
Southwest 1901, kind of approach on 124.35. 24.35, Southwest 1901.
Everything does look very blue. I'm not sure as to why. I'll reload this script. That's where it is.
And they go up to their 2 triple niner. Send me a change to 2 and we'll send me 2.20,000.
Yeah, cockpit's been rendered blue. I'm going to get rid of the global illumination.
Sorry about that, 10,000. I should really.
That's better. Much better. Still can't decide on the best camera view. I don't know if it's better close or farther away. Close, you can't really see. Well, you get a better look at the whole. You can still never see the fuel slide through the rudders. I can't get those in the picture, but pretty much see everything else. Yoko, all the flight controls. What's up, buddy? Want me to change your show? Okay. Fatherhood calls. Something about doing this during the day. This is honestly going a lot better than I was expecting. Kids are both content.
Plan 34, flying 035. 8035. Good one.
Oh yeah, it's looking like Nebraska now. It's starting to flatten out. Oh yeah. I drove through the state. I've never seen such a flat state. Well, I mean, it's flat in the southeast too. Like driving through Texas is brutally flat, ugly. Louisiana, Florida. Nebraska was like different. I watched a baseball game at my buddy's dad's house. Or no, not watched. We listened to a Cubs game on the radio during a thunderstorm that was so bad. And there was like a tornado watch in Iowa, not Nebraska, but where we drove through Nebraska to get there. It was like the most Midwestern experience ever. Listening to a Cubs game on the radio, drinking beers and looking for tornadoes. Oh, there's more snow. It's got more snow again. Abrupt. RPMs are a little high. Fuel flow's good. Let's tune into another. Let's see if I can't find another ADF receiver. This one's the closest, so that'll swing a little bit, probably. Yeah, not much.
Flight 34, flight 350, and March, runway 32, local weather.
233 is Oshkosh.
Flight 34, have number 134.0.
That should swing up. There we go. 10. That's not reading it. That's actually the last one. Oshkosh. Oshkosh, Nebraska. Not to be confused with the other Oshkosh in the Midwest.
United 1827,
Fuel. Gauges are all McLean.
United 1827, center after Walmart.
Gyros lined up.
2000, San Diego, altimeter 2999. Alright, after Walmart, clear to descend via the Lucky One, accepting the 12,000. What was the meter? Altimeter 2999.
2999.
27. Alaska 773, resume on the speed at Helix. Alaska 1051, we're all of
Alright, 3 miles from Scotts Bluff, you are. Truly start the next leg in the second half of the flight. Straight shot. Basically, you know what this route is. Character or something.
Lucky One to maintain 240. Was that number 312? Yes, sir. Number 312, minutes, via the Lucky One to maintain 10,000, San Diego, altimeter 2999. And via the Lucky One to maintain 10,000, 2999, top of 312.
I have no idea what Victor I'm on. Can't find a label. I'm definitely on an IFR track. I just can't find a label. Whoa. That's probably a serious updraft. Is that me? Oh, that buzzing was my radio. It's the guy on the radio. I thought that was a warning indicator for a second. I didn't know what was going on. I just caught a serious updraft. 200 feet. Not any under altitude restrictions. I'm gonna descend a little bit now. I think I can get down to 5,500. Yeah.
96.3 Lima Charlie.
Let me get a little lower.
4.35. 24.35. Message 3 is traffic.
Descend to 5500. Better luck with the air down there. Probably not.
Breath 3 to 7, 2000, March altimeter 2996.
718 2000, 2996, correct portrait.
See, at least now you're getting the view out of this window with this angle. That's what I like. It's far, but that's my view.
Los Angeles Center, Delta 540.
What is going on?
For 240 on the Lucky arrival. So the
Catching some serious
Center
gusts.
the Lucky 1 arrival, 71810,000.
Clear skies.
And 2 Eastern Oscar greater, the 10-day altimeter 299. Alright, descend via the Lucky 1 arrival, except to maintain 10,280 knots or greater, Delta 540. Scope 472, contact center, correction approach on 128.1 today. Scope 472, 28.1. 28.1.
Mouse. No.
Southwest 853, contact center 126.77 on my place. 26.7, last time, Southwest. We're at 43, flight heading 350, intercept the final approach first, runway 32 at March.
31 to 350, and we'll
We're at 43, connect approach on 134.
Tipping below 7,000
and approaching
for 5,500 feet. Gusty, gusty. Officially made it through the mountains.
Alaska 773, connect approach.
Starting with the Sierras through the Rockies. I mean, not technically, but I did. Navigated the low altitude routes through there. I can fly this thing with more manageable altitude and I climb up to 11,000 feet all the time. Got pretty dicey. Got a couple of close calls so far. Hopefully not in a lot of the mountains. That's over.
Alaska 251, connect approach on 128.1 today. 2801, Alaska 251 today. Delta 540, keep your speed up.
Passing 6,300.
Keep the speed up and then resume public speed at US Delta 5.
I have to go check on my kids again in a minute here. Wait till I get to altitude.
Southwest 312, contact approach on 124.135. Okay. Southwest 312, good. I'm sorry, 2435, is that right?
Yeah, I should raise it just a little bit.
Good.
It doesn't make a difference. So highlight that's a little better.
United 1827, resume the public speed, you can increase not to exceed 270 knots now if you like. Alright, resume public speed, not to exceed 270, United 1827.
Alright, passing 6,000. Level off at 500 feet.
290-240, hold on.
We're flying at this altitude will be kind of for fuel, I don't know.
After Boulevard, send via the Lucky One,
Because I don't know. Once.
Southwest 450 trip.
Yeah, that's bumpy. Tossed around. Let's get an external real quick. Rotating around. Getting thrown around a little bit. Whoa. It's a great livery though, I love that.
Virginia 300 heavy, contact approach on 128.1 today. That's basically why I'm saying that is for fun.
So, northwestern Nebraska. Much out here either. Not much east of Tahoe, to be honest with you. Flying over like the least populated portions of the lower 48.
Plus, continue to change the center to send via the all one arrival, sending in 2000, bound route to 2997. Then via double one accept 2000, let's get to that.
Let me take a look at my runway. Runway, what was it, 35? 35, 355. That's my course, 355. When I bring it in there. Oh, all the snow just instantly melted. I don't know if that's snow, whatever it's called. X Airline snow. I don't know if that's what's doing it or it's the ortho. Who knows? Alright, airport elevation is 2,777. 777. So PA should be around 3,800.
March altimeter 2996.
2996, direct radio down to 12,189.25.
I'll probably enter the pattern left downwind on the 35 or on the 45 for runway 35. Not probably, I will, unless the weather's changed. Let's check the wind. Ooh, 320. 20 gusting to 30. So the winds are getting stronger and they're shifting a little bit. 1532 is, ooh, man, I might switch over to runway 30. Yeah. As of now, I have switched to runway 30, which I will still enter the left downwind.
2435 Southwest.
Although, no, I probably have to do, I gotta look at the charts. It's probably gonna be a right pattern because procedures.
Here, good evening, Costa Rica 4090, descending to runway 200 Costa Rican 49% across
I'm gonna do the ILS for runway 30. Officially testing the ILS out on this aircraft. Although the plate localize will be 111.5. So I should be approach. I could do a DME arc.
340,
Cool.
789.
I'm gonna do that. So DM, do I need to? I'm not gonna do the arc. It'll take too long. I'll just actually, I probably should.
Back for Cedar 26, level 11, 11,000. Head back for Cedar 26,
That's where I'm gonna hit the localizer at 4,600 feet.
Southwest 1345, contact.
Yeah, I'm not going to do the arc because I'm not flying IFR. I don't need to practice the arc right now. I just want to land the plane. But I do want to use the ILS system, so I'm going to just come in for runway 30. So I'm going to load a procedure for that actually. ILS 30. Maybe.
Cessna 7251, November, contact Upper Tower 12513.
Where's the homies?
125,
There's no best yet.
flight 1 for Emerald, bye-bye.
Approach.
Medevac Mercy 26, clear direct to Imperial County Airport. Alright, direct to Imperial County Airport, Medevac Mercy here 26.
Jammer. Gosh.
Mercy 26, if you're going to be doing that, it's time to approach and continue over the VOR.
That waypoint.
Yeah, it helps if I go to the Imperial VOR, it makes me a turn on for final.
Alright.
Mercy 26,
Got it loaded.
Imperial VOR, direct to Imperial Airport. Okay, Imperial VOR, direct to Airport, Medevac Mercy here 26.
That'll be fun. Try the ILS system out.
Raider 10, would you like to stay in course or would you take a shortcut? Yeah, Raider 10, take a shortcut. Raider 10, direct too far, Bravo Zulu Alpha. Direct Bravo Zulu Alpha, Raider 10.
Catching a stiff wind here.
Yes, sir, I'll be here 2975. 2975, Raider 10.
Alright, so I'm going to set my vertical navigation altitude as well. Nav. Vertical navigation program. Profile is 4,600 feet at navigation.
Medevac Mercy 26, if you're altimeter 2975. 2975, Medevac Mercy.
I'm so tired of the dual encoders on this 430. I got to go to a touch screen. I can't deal with this anymore. It takes way too long to like load flight plans up. I want to just be able to do everything. I'm using Pilot again, and eventually I want to be doing my I ratings. Like I don't want to be dicking around with this. It's just too much of a pain. I know how to use it now. That was my goal. I just wanted to know how to use it. I do, but I need to touch monitor. Just load procedures. Just by going boop boop done. Oh, 4600 done. This is just too much.
2434.
And it's like, it's not that I can't do it, it's that the encoders don't work. So it's constantly skipping numbers or letters or not reacting at all or just doing really funky things. I'm over it. It takes too much time. 4,600 feet, 1 mile. Like it just skipped that hole before runway 30. Before, and then won't go up. So you have 5, 6, 7, 8 times.
Southwest 2434, contact 126.77. 126.77.
All right. Got my vertical profile loaded in.
Medevac first year 265, suspicion of medevac is 7,000.
Rough wind again.
Okay, down to 7,000, medevac first year 26.
So I don't know why it looks like crooked from this camera. I mean, that's straight, but
JetBlue 530,
the floors are straight here. I don't know why it looks like that. Everything is very level.
JetBlue 530 is right there.
Fix that.
November 9, relay now for 17,800 for the next 60,000. 709 relay now, right?
Center Skyhawk 5385 Juliet is stepping away from com. We'll return in about 3 minutes. Gotta go check on my kids again.
85 Juliet, acknowledged, we'll maintain monitoring. So John, good evening.
Paper, Jody Job, and everything, right? JetBlue 530, contact 126.77. 12677, take care, JetBlue 530.
Center Skyhawk 5385 Juliet has returned to the com. Got no communications. What's going on? Thunder Center Skyhawk 5385 Juliet, do you read me?
85 Juliet, acknowledged, will maintain monitoring.
Center Skyhawk 5385 Juliet has returned to the com.
85 Juliet, welcome back.
Got no communications, sir. No chatter. What's going on? Chatter. Out of range. Figured it out.
That's still 69, maintain 19 drone off to break code box. Okay, 190 is great.
Some farms out here. It's kind of cool. That's what I like about Ortho. Fills out the country nicely. Structures, homes, farms. X-Plane doesn't really do that in between populated areas. It's just plain land. But I think I found my ideal setup. Good. Other than getting a touchscreen here, fixing this, getting this out of here. It's not for me. Let's see. Shut my strobe light off.
FedEx 1607, heavy maintain 170 knots, 1 greater to 5 mile final contact tower, 118.3 on great day. 170 knots, greater to 5 miles.
The light stays on. 6 minutes to January. That's the long stretch. Let me get the VOR. It's my last VOR. I know it's just VOR is what.
This one reached the train, maintain 1 pedal throw off to the east. Alright, 170 knots to the east, and clear the visual. Take right to FedEx 109.
North Platte. That's what I'm looking at. VOR. What's up?
Okay, that's the main thing. 2,000 turn right heading at 330, 36 right on the bottom. Alright, 330.
So
FedEx 1203 and approach this and now maintain 2,000.
all right, so 111.5. That's my VOR or my localizer. So here I want to throw in 117.4. That's my, I go 70 miles to my arrival. So that's what, 40 minutes tops? This flight time was supposed to be 2:18. 26 minutes would be 2:18 minutes of recording. That doesn't include taxi, block time, and all that. So pretty much right on schedule, I think.
It's 12:48. If you're speaking 100, sure, we're almost at 190 now, but it's 12:48. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm going to bypass the airport and go to Panby. I don't know how you pronounce it. Sorry. But in North Platte. When I hit that intersection, catch the localizer there at 4,600 feet. Add it on in. If I wasn't doing active sky, I would do like zero visibility, but I have to do the active sky since I broke my autopilot promise.
And maintain 100 knots to the side.
Check on my side.
Representative 2709 knots to the side. So 48.
Kid's been sick. I'm changing like 15 diapers a day, no lie. Out of control.
FedEx 1249 Heavy, descend and maintain 30,000 airport 12 20 miles. Down to 3,000, FedEx 1249 Heavy, quickly approach runway 27 and maintain 170 knots for 5 miles off. Then approach 27 there and 170 5 miles off, FedEx 1249.
Oh. What's that? My engine started hiccuping. Alright, just to be safe, I'm going to look at my nearest airport. 14 miles to the west, southwest. Okay. So, just in case, it felt funny. I just might have been at the wrong mixture setting. Seems okay now, but my RPM did like a little stutter. So I'm just trying to find the right RPM. 2300. Oh, come on. See, it's Air Manager, man. The thing's frozen yet. It looks like, okay, this is the problem, right? My RPM gauge is in the green, but it's not working. This whole screen's frozen. So I'm looking at it thinking I'm in the green and I'm good, and then I start stalling. Like, why? I don't understand. It's got to be ortho, because that started when I began using ortho. So I guess I have a decision to make on whether or not I want to continue with auto ortho or just go with the X-plane based scenery and get the better. I don't even know if that's what's causing it. I feel like this is a very recent thing. Pilot Edge too, but seem to be having Pilot Edge causes more issues with Navigraph for me. So Pilot Edge and Navigraph seem to have issues. Auto Ortho and Air Manager have issues. At least on my system, I don't know what I'm talking about, so it could be me. But I know it's like certain plugins just clash. Sometimes you just gotta reinstall them or just live with it. So that's what I've learned over the last however long I've been building this thing. Oh, 58. The manager's working again. Okay, so I'm at 2,300 RPM. Let's try to hold it right there. Alright, about to hit our last waypoint here before the long haul to Ogfadge, which is 51 nautical miles. The airport's about 59 nautical miles, 60. So I'll be there in about 25 minutes. 25 minutes, which is supposed to be 218. 224.
85 Juliet, contact Denver Center on 132.7.
Over to Denver Center on 132.7, 85 Juliet. Denver Center, Skyhawk 5385 Juliet's with you at 5,750 feet. My altimeter's got to be off.
Skyhawk 5385 Juliet, Denver Center. Good afternoon. Arthur, altimeter 30.17.
Yep. Altimeter 3017, 85 Juliet. Definitely a little off, but I'm still high. Oh, that's good. Descend a little bit. No comment. So I got a level off here, 5,500. I got my altimeter adjusted. Recheck my fuel flow. I'm going to pump this in a little bit, a little richer. What about that area? 2,300. All right, I like this. Good cruising altitude here. I'm moving along nicely. Weather's cooperating. Active sky is cooperating. My kids are cooperating. Lots of good cooperation. Can't believe I got I guess you could call it a snow day today. First one in 2 years. We don't get them like we do out in Buffalo. I grew up in the South Towns of Buffalo, like in the middle of the Lake Effect Jackknife, in that Orchard Park, East Aurora area. And living there, man, those are the towns that get destroyed south of Buffalo when you get Lake Effect snow. It just comes right at, just sits over that area for days. So I'm used to that. But where I am now in Brighton and Rochester, we don't get any Lake Effect snow here. I mean, they call it Lake Effect snow, but not really. It's more just like a winter storm. We got maybe under a foot the other day, and I think it's the most snow we've got since I've been here in one setting. It's like any other place that just gets winter, which I like. My dad's stuck in Orchard Park right now, shoveling out another 3 feet of snow at 78 years old. I'm telling him to move out here. So he likes it. We'll change that lighting effect again now that it's not clear and see if we have any kind of a difference. That Lewis script. Global illumination. Let's see. So now that looks good. I don't know. I guess it's like the sky illuminates off the ground. Let's try it without it again. Yeah, I like it without. Better visibility. At least on my screens. Alright, I want to get that Unicom up. Cancel my flight following to here, 123.0. Denver Center, Skyhawk 5385 Juliet, cancel flight following.
85 Juliet, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
Squawk and VFR frequency change approved. 85 Juliet, have a great day. Alright, so I'm just going to get on clearance, or their Unicom 123.0. And this is a Echo Airport, so technically I don't need to make a radio call, but I'm going to. But not until, see, I should be taking the arc because I'm kind of cutting through the airspace. A little tight. But that's just for, I could just overfly the airport. No, I don't even need to do that. No, I'm going to go direct from OFAG to Panby. I'm going to go direct. Or I could just go through the VOR. Maybe I should do that. That's another way to do the approach instead of the arc. It's just, but again, I'm not doing IFR, so why bother? Just want to land the plane safely, practice a little ILS approach, so that's what I'll do. Or I could just manually fly it. That's what I might do. I think I'm going to manually fly the VFR approach, or the VOR approach from North Platte. So we'll go direct. LBF, that's the 117.4. So that was, hold on. Get my heading right first. Yeah, I'm not going to let the GPS fly it. I'll do this manually. So 617. Alright, so. Three. Alright. So I'm going to fly direct to the VOR now. And from the VOR, I'm going to depart on a heading of 072 for 8.2 miles at 4,700 feet. So I'm going to get down there right now. Just get to my altitude and call it a day. Alright, so I'm still 35 miles out. Why wait? Easily clear all the terrain. So I'll get down there now. got my approach loaded. Actually, I can let the GPS for that. Around 4,700. You want me to make some pizza? Yep, say hi. Come on. There you go. Come on. Or I got something even better. How about this? The burgers? Yeah, I figured you'd like those. I got these for you when I went grocery shopping. Oh, take it easy. You sound sick still. Still sounds sick. North Platte Regional, Skyhawk 5385 Julia is 10 miles southeast of the field, inbound for a full stop, runway 30. Going to be taking the ILS in North Platte traffic.
Traffic citation 6 Charlie Juliet, touching out Alpha 23, all on PM 178.
So I made a very foolish mistake. Well, not foolish. I mean, my kids are hungry. I got to feed them. So I stepped away, had my autopilot on. However, I did not check the vertical speed setting and flew the plane right into the ground, crashed and burned. However, I'm going to chalk that up to my kid's fault because I would never do that. I would never be feeding my kids while I'm flying an airplane, so that doesn't really count. Dad pass. So I'm going to I'll cut it off right to where I crashed and then just tack this on. This is the approach into North Platte. All right, I'm not catching the ILS yet, so let's get it. So localizer is 111.5, not 3. Oops, not 8. Boom, there we go. Just gonna ride the localizer. All right, it's working. 2 needles. I'm gonna stay off of the autopilot because the autopilot just got me killed. Technically I did, but it should have known better. Should have saw the ground coming. Not really. Looks like this isn't going to be a fun place to spend the weekend. Platte looks flat. Sorry, Platte, not to talk shit. Happy you're having me. Happy you got an ILS. So you never know. Go first notch of flaps here. Whoa. Okay, a little low. ILS seems to be working good. Well, I gotta trim this out or something. I gotta find my glide slope here. Kicked all over the place. Let's see the final weather here. Uh, 23 gusting to 35. That explains it. Let's see if I can get the approach for the autopilot on. Lock. GPS approach. So locked it. See, this is the thing I don't understand about this autopilot. Every time I have an approach loaded, it's taking me right off the path. So I know I got to be on this mode. Let's see if this takes me. This is approach with heading, right? No. No. Yes, approach. Let's try this. Sorry, this is a horrible approach, by the way. I'm just testing out the this autopilot's fighting against me. I'm going to disable it for a second. Get lined up here on my own, and then I'm going to try approach mode and see if I can get that activated on. Okay. Autopilot approach. So look, it should take me left, so it should come right now. Okay. Is it? Here we go. What the hell's going on, man? Get that. All right. Well, for some reason the approach mode on this autopilot doesn't work, but my my ILS does. Fuel R1, so my CDI, whatever you call it. So I just have to fly the approach manually, which is okay. Or the glide slope. The ILS. Alright, let's find our speed. So we want to be at about between 70 knots. Be a nice descent speed here. Line it up. North Platte. It's flat. Definitely out of the Rockies now. That's okay. This will be a lot easier to fly. So bring it on in. I got to keep my eye on the runway here because this wind is wicked. Okay. I can just fly it in with this though. All right. Wind is really pushing me. 310. So it's pushing me this way, pushing me to the left a little bit. So I gotta correct. All right, Air 410. Elevation is 2,777 feet. I'm at 3,400, so come down about 700 feet. So looks about right. Next notch of flaps. we go. We can just glide right in. There we go. That's better. Lose too much speed. A little more throttle. Nope, losing too much speed. 70 knots. Right there. Right on the path. Little low, not much. There's the town. Isn't that fun? There's a train. They got trains there. That's cool. Pretty easy to lay these tracks compared to the rocky tracks. I can't. I gotta just land right now. I can't be dicking around with other things. Losing my speed. Throttle. Right on the path. Man, it's pushing me. I gotta keep to the right. A little high. A little high. Right there. 70 knots. So high. Get down there. Get down there. Don't plummet. Airspeed 70 knots. Just ride it right into the numbers there. And then round her out. With this wind, I might get a serious. I might catch a serious balloon, so I got to be careful here. I might try to descend the light poles right there. Now, try to hold it. Oh, see, I already ballooned. More airspeed. Bring it down nice and slow. Ballooning again at 60 knots. I'm just kicking straight up. See what's going to happen. Like I'm going to drop like a meteor. See? Yeah, be careful. Hold it up. Hold it up. Beautiful. Take that. 35 knot crosswind. North Platte, traffic Skyhawk 5385 Juliet, clear of runway 30, taxiing to transient parking via Charlie. See what I mean? This Wilson gear, the dual encoders are just, they're shot. I don't know why. I've had this not even, 6 months? I know encoders can go, and I'm not like overly rough on them. I mean, I just turn them. But both sides are totally shot. The prop wash are fine. I use them just as much. Both of those are fine. And I got to use the SciTech as my COM2, which I had programmed into here. Until I get like a touchscreen, I'm going to keep this COM2. But when I get the touchscreen, I'll reprogram this back to COM1. This will be COM2, nav1, nav2. Right now I got it reversed because I hate using these. So I have to use the SciTech rather than use these. And I don't like using the SciTech. That's just like a backup for everything, basically, if anything fails. The transponder goes, I got that. I got my DME distance here, which I don't have on anything else other than a GPS. So if that fails, I have that. Got the ADF, both NAVs, both comms. So it's functional, it's useful. Alright, we're in North Platte, Nebraska. And we're coming off the runway. Pay attention. Pay attention. Good Lord. Brian, I know you subscribed to me in the very unlikely chance you see this. Please excuse my flying and, more importantly, my taxiing. Wind's blowing me off the runway even. It's going like this way. Left to right. Oh, we got some disappearing clouds. Just in time for our arrival. We bring good luck. Cross. North Platte traffic, Skyhawk 5385 Juliet's crossing runway 17 at Charlie. Oh my lord, this taxi. That's my least favorite thing. I could have just gone around. That's what I should have done. Bypassed the crossing the runway. My least favorite thing about my simulator is my rudder pedals. I just cannot get them to. I mean, they're not ever going to feel like real general aviation pedals. So eventually I'll probably upgrade them, but does it really matter? Yeah, I should have. I did a bad thing there. I crossed the runway when there was a taxiway to get around it. Whatever, this flight's taking long enough. Okay. Where should we put her? I'll put it over here. There we go. We've arrived in North Platte, Nebraska, the heart of the Midwest, for the fifth leg of our journey from Oakland to Rochester, New York, in the Cessna 172.